everyone, I'm KFC Dad and welcome back to another match prediction vlog, and this is week 38.
Hey everyone, my name is Mayan Tailor Fox. I won't be going to Sheffield this weekend on Sunday.
As this weekend there is FA Cup ties as well. There is only 10 matches in this weekend. A couple of the games are changed because of the FA Cup. Leicester are in the FA Cup and they will be playing against Chelsea on Sunday. So last weekend, Leicester travelled up to Hull and came away with a 2-2 draw. Pretty even Stevens, I thought at the end. Both teams played well. There was flashes of good play from both teams. Vardy again on the score sheet twice. So we came away with a point. Now we have Leeds United, who will be playing this weekend, 3 points behind us. So if they win by more than 2 goals, they will go top of the league. So last week, we got nothing right. All three of us. How crap are we? Nothing for Wesley Schnauzer, nothing for KFC Dad, and nothing for Mayan Tailor Fox. So Mayan Tailor Fox remains on 93 points. KFC Dad remains on 87 points. And Wesley Schnauzer remains on 27 points. Let's hope we can all do a bit better this weekend. Okay, so let's get into the predictions. Game number 1 is Swansea City versus Cardiff City. The Welsh derby, as it's known. Last weekend, Cardiff beat Ipswich 2-1. A shock result there. And Swansea, they lost 1-0 last weekend. Cardiff are on the up, so I'm gonna go for a 2-1 win for Cardiff on this one. What about you guys?
Going to work now. It's number 1 is Swansea versus Cardiff. I'm saying 2-1 to Cardiff. It's like a Wales derby.
Swansea City versus Cardiff City, the Welsh derby. I'm going to go for a Desmond on the first one, a 2-2 draw.
Game number 2 is Birmingham City versus Watford. At the weekend, Watford. Now, they've been losing their games and they lost 2-1 against Coventry City at home. After that, the Pozos, the owners of Watford, they got rid of their manager and have put Tom Cleverley in charge for this next game. And Birmingham, they also lost. They lost 1-0 to Millwall at the weekend. So, what am I going to go for this one? 2 teams that I think will draw. So, I'm going to go 1-1 draw for this game. What about you guys?
Number 2 is Birmingham against Watford. I'm saying this one 2-1 to Watford. They got Tom Kelly going to be the carrying manager. He might be doing good there.
Birmingham City versus Watford. Watford have just sacked their manager, so I still think they're going to lose. 1-0 to Birmingham City.
Game number 3 is Ipswich Town versus Sheffield Wednesday. So at the weekend, Ipswich Town, we've already mentioned, they lost 2-1 to Cardiff. And Sheffield Wednesday was the Friday night kickoff last week. And they played against Leeds and lost 2-0. So for this game, I'm going to go, Ipswich will get back to winning ways. And I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for Ipswich Town. What about you boys?
Number 3, it is Ipswich versus Sheffield Wednesday. I'm saying this one 2-1 to Sheffield Wednesday. Come on!
Ipswich Town versus Sheffield Wednesday. I'm going to go a 1-1 draw.
Game number 4 is Middlesbrough versus Blackburn Rovers. Yes, so last weekend, Middlesbrough, they won 2-0 against Queen's Park Rangers. And Blackburn, they got a 1-1 draw with Plymouth Argyle. So what am I going to go for on this one? I'm going to go for a 2-1 Middlesbrough win. What about you boys?
Number 4 is Middlesbrough versus Blackburn Rovers. I'm taking this one 2-1 to Borough.
Middlesbrough versus Blackburn Rovers. I'm going to go for another Desmond. Another 2-2 draw for these two.
Game number 5 is Plymouth Argyle versus Preston North End. Yes, so last weekend, Plymouth, we just mentioned, they drew 1-1 with Blackburn Rovers, and Preston North End, they suffered a defeat against a resurgent Stoke City, losing 2-1. So what am I going to go for on this one? I'm going to go for the first Desmond of the weekend. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw with these two. So, what about you guys?
Number 5 is Plymouth versus Preston End. I'm saying this one 1-0 to Preston.
Plymouth Argyle versus Preston North End. Sorry, Plymouth fans. Preston will win this 2-1.
Game number 6 is Rotherham United against Huddersfield Town. Okay, both teams lost in dramatic fashion. Rotherham losing 5-0 to a rampant Norwich City, and Huddersfield losing 4-1 to West Bromwich Albion. So, what am I going to go for in this one? I think it'll be a tight game, and I think Huddersfield will edge it and win 2-1. What about you boys?
Number 6 is Rotherham versus Huddersfield Town, Yorkshire derbies. I'm saying 2-1 to Huddersfield Town.
Rotherham United versus Huddersfield Town. Both teams lost last weekend, and both teams are near the bottom of the league. I think Huddersfield will just pick this 1-0.
Game number 7 is Stoke City versus Norwich City. Both teams winning at the weekend. Impressive wins as well. Stoke, like I said, are resurgent and doing well under their new manager now. I think he's picked it up. And they won 2-1 against Preston North End, who were also doing well until then. And Norwich, well, we know they beat Rotherham United 5-0. So I think this is going to be a tight game. I don't think there'll be a lot of goals. And I'm going to go for a 1-0 Stoke City win. What about you boys?
Number 7 is Stoke City versus Norwich City. I'm saying this one 3-0 to Norwich City.
Stoke City versus Norwich City. Stoke will win this 1-0.
Game number 8 is Sunderland versus Queen's Park Rangers. So, both teams losing at the weekend. Sunderland losing to Southampton 4-2, and Queen's Park Rangers losing 2-0 to Middlesbrough. So, what am I going to go for on this one? I think it's going to be a draw. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw for both of these. What about you guys?
Number 8 is Sunderland versus QPR. I'm saying this one 2-1 to QPR.
Sunderland versus Queen's Park Rangers. And I'm going to go for my third Desmond of this weekend. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw for Sunderland and Queen's Park Rangers.
Game number 9 is West Bromwich Albion versus Bristol City. Both teams winning at the weekend. West Bromwich Albion beating Huddersfield 4-1, and Bristol City winning 1-0 against Swansea. So what am I going to go for on this one? I think West Bromwich Albion will be too strong for Bristol City, and I'm going to go for a 3-1 win for West Bromwich Albion. What about you guys?
Number 9 is West Brom versus Bristol City. I'm saying this one 2-1 to West Brom. They might be too good.
West Bromwich Albion versus Bristol City. I'm going for a 2-0 win for West Bromwich Albion.
Game number 10, the last game of this weekend. This is going to be played on Sunday. It's Leeds United versus Millwall. Both teams winning last weekend. Millwall winning 1-0 against Birmingham City, and Leeds winning 2-0 against Sheffield Wednesday. So, what am I going to go for on this one? I'm going to go a 2-1 win for Leeds United. And if they do manage to do that, and they win by 2 goals, they will go top of the league, pipping and making Leicester second in the league. So, obviously, I don't want that to happen. But I think Leeds United are on a roll, and they are smashing it at the moment. So I think they will win 2-1. So that's all your predictions for week 38. And we'll see you on the next one. Like and subscribe to the channel. And see you on the next one.
This one is Leeds United versus Millwall on Sunday. I'm saying this one 1-0 to Millwall. Come on.
Leeds United versus Millwall. You can't see anything but a Leeds win. And if they win by 2 goals, they will go top of the league. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Help us to get to 6,000 subscribers. Come on, you boys.